Smitty, tonight, something we don't get to see much of these days, two grinded-out half-court offenses.
Yeah, you know this word pace, Kevin. Everybody wants to have this pace where you get up more shots, analytics. Well, that's why I love the finals and the conference finals. Two teams, they know each other, and then at the end of the game, you got to execute. They know your plays, you know their tendencies. It comes down to old-school basketball when you start to get to that fourth quarter, and especially games 6 and 7.
Excellent point. Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. The 4 is Barnes with Jordan as the 5. Smith and Matthews in the backcourt. And it's Doncic in at the 3. Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Rick Carlisle.
Well, Kevin, he said for them to be successful, they have to act like, and I quote, a swarm of angry bees, unquote, every time the ball goes into the post. If they don't, he thinks they're going to be in for a long night. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
That's something you hate. You're trying to come in with an aggressive mindset, and that early foul could take you right out of it.
And so it's Atlanta with it. Here's Bazemore. He's coming off a 22-point game against Washington.
And he really made an impact defensively. His 4 steals were huge.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Doncic kicks to Smith. No good on the 3.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Bazemore, no one around him. That 3 off the mark. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. And he comes up with the deuce.
And the way Smith Jr. reads the defense, fantastic at taking advantage of that screen and roll.
Young passes to Bazemore. Back to Young. And the rejection by Smith. And it's the Mavericks on the break. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Wide open shot is on the money. Doncic has got 5 now.
An average shooter from deep, it's important that Doncic continues to work on this part of his game.
Smith against Young. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Yeah, and they're just hitting 20% of their shots. It's a rough start to this game.
Jordan can't get it to go.
And the play looked good there for a second, just couldn't finish.
Well, the pass has to be on point. Then the catch and flush just doesn't work out here. He is so out of his element right now. Hasn't made a shot all quarter. I feel for him.
Smith against Young, and there it is for him. Smith's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And Atlanta calls their first timeout of the game. And DeAndre Jordan this last offseason opting out of his contract with the LA Clippers. He felt, Greg, obviously it was time to move on.
It didn't take long for Jordan to find a new home here in Dallas. Had almost signed with them last time he was a free agent. Closed the deal this time around. Still has a lot to offer and a really good fit for this team inside. In a moment here, let's check out the numbers for Jordan. Last season, he played outstanding, 2nd in rebounding, and he ranked 2nd in the league in field goal percentage, able to finish with force and even a little finesse at times.
And looking back at last season, his complete dominance on the boards to rank number 2 overall. Absolutely remarkable. Shots good from Young.
You have to guard Young tight. You got to know he's thinking of shooting as soon as the ball hits his hand.
Smith against Young. Smith finds Barnes. Over Collins. It's Dedmon with the rebound. The Hawks trail by 4. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. In the corner, Collins with it. The Hawks working the ball around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. No good on the triple. Dallas leading by 4. Matthews passes to Doncic, and the layup's good off the glass. Doncic has got 7 points.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
Young taking his time here. And that one is good.
And a depth mid-range shooter as well. All Young needs is a little breathing room, and he set the fire.
And Matthews kicks to Jordan. Smith against Young. From 13, no good off the front iron.
Well, if you're the coach, you're frustrated right now. That's exactly the look you're trying to get on offense.
The Mavericks leading. Doncic with it. 7 points in the game. Pass to Barnes. Shoots over Bazemore. Here's Jordan, and it's Jordan with the jam.
Yeah, this is Jordan's mindset, trying to extend the play and convert that effort into points.
And Young, here we go. Kicks it to Bazemore. Fires for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Bazemore's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Outside Jordan. Smith against Young. Now here is Smith. A second chance effort. And Jordan with the layup.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Young against Smith. Good on the triple.
You know, the range Young has really is unlimited. He just feels comfortable shooting as soon as he crosses half court.
Smith kicks to Jordan. And the pass to Barnes. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Young outside.
Well, this whole period for him, it's been challenging. You can tell he's starting to press.
Here's Smith. No good that time. So the Hawks will take it the other way. Now Bazemore. Herter. He's covered by Matthews. Jordan with the rebound. Mavericks leading by 4. Here's Barnes. Collins grabs the miss.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
And Bazemore kicks to Young.
You know, I like the competitive fire, but he's still really out of sync.
And he gets the bucket.
I'll tell you, he is scorching the nets this quarter. Maybe that'll help wake up some of his teammates.
Now, here's Doncic. Not a lot of room. Lobs it up for Jordan. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
What strength by DeAndre. Really love seeing him sky up for the thunderous slam.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Havoc. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. So much excitement as we tip off the season. Steve, as a player, did you get butterflies on opening night?
You know, Kevin, I remember my rookie year, that first game. We were playing the New York Knicks, led by Patrick Ewing. I mean, the butterflies were flying. And even in my last season, the 14th season, the butterflies were the same. It's something about opening night. It's just special. And no matter whether you're a rookie or you've been in the league 14, 15 years, those butterflies still kick in.
And it tells me you love the game, Steve, even as much your last season as you did in your first season.
And I think it also, Kevin, to add to that, you respect your opponent, even in year 14, 15.
Correa, the pass to Kleba. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
The score now all even. 14 points for Trae Young.
You know, you see Young's eyes light up when the break is on. Solid at scoring in transition.
Harris outside. Pass to Powell to the left side wing. Dallas moving it around. They're running. Drills it from outside.
He's been making plays all quarter on a terrific hot streak, helping to build out this lead.
And here is Harris. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Clock at 6. From deep three-point range, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
And a chance to check out stats for Barea. Some last season stats for him. Averaged about 11 points a game, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
You know, mentally, he's a pass-first type of player. It gets everyone involved and engaged, and that really sparks this offense.
And that's what Carter does best, knifing his way inside so he can finish with the easy slam.
Harris looking it over. Pass to Barea. Over Young. A nice shot by Barea.
Crafty move. He recognizes the size disadvantage, and the mid-range is close enough.
Right. No reason to take it all the way to the rack. Instead, take what the defense allows.
And Atlanta has possession following the score by Dallas. The shot's good from Carter.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, he could have made a better choice. He left him an easy one. Let's see how he plays the next screen.
Now here's Barea. 14 points from him the last game against New Orleans.
And you look at J.J. Barea and how he's played over the years, has always been a spark plug for a team off the bench. Just plays with energy and creativity no matter the situation.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Move shots.
That free throw good from Barea. And with Barea and what he brings to the table, Greg, he also takes care of the ball.
Careless with the ball, and Barea has been upping his assists and cutting his turnovers the last few seasons, still finding ways to be effective even after a decade in the league.
And both free throws good for Barea.
Last season, there weren't a lot of bright spots for the Hawks. Lack of focus on the defensive end all year long. And the offensive end wasn't consistent enough to overcome those defensive struggles.
Bucket is good. Land's got his first basket of the night.
Soft interior defense. You know he's going to be aggressive.
Here's Harris. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Carter against Barea. Shoots over Lynn. And too long on the shot. And with the Hawks defense, Smitty, rim protection was a factor in their struggles.
Rookie John Collins was their best rim protector, but he wasn't enough. They made a point to go out and acquire some help in that area. That should go a long way toward turning things around.
A minute 20 left here in the opening quarter. Shot clock at 5. Here's Bembry. He doesn't hit that one. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. Takes the 13-footer. Good work defensively by Carter. The Hawks leading by 5. Bembry shot good.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Went.
Well, this is where he shows both skill and body control along with the attack mindset.
Now here is Harris. Stolen. Here's Bembry, guarded by Harris. Lynn's shot is off. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Harris outside. He kicks it to Barea. Back to Harris. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Knocked loose. Lynn with the steal. Now in transition is Lynn. Here we go with 4 seconds on the clock, and it's good on the layup. And it's a 9-point Hawks lead.
Dropping dimes all night. He's been completely locked in.
Unselfish basketball. That'll make you very popular amongst your teammates.
And so it's Atlanta in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. And the three-point shot has been big for them. Back right after this. Free throws have been a struggle for Deion, like some have done in the past.
I've never tried it. I've never secretly tried it in practice or anything like that.
You know, he's made some progress with his unusual method, though.
Yeah, him, Drummond, Capella, a lot of the guys who were getting the hack-a-shack treatment have made great strides.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And for the Hawks, guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
I mean, a solid first quarter, especially looking at that plus turnover ratio.
Take care of the basketball, being disruptive on D. That combination has them out in front.
On the court for Dallas here in the second, they've got Powell. J.J. Barea is out there with Harris. And it's Kleba in at the center, locking down the middle.
2 shots.
And the first one drops. Well, Steve, talk about leadership. Some guys are extremely vocal. Name some guys that prefer to lead by example, that aren't all talk, but watch what I do.
Yeah, I think it comes out, I would say the first in mind, because he's never vocal, is Kawhi Leonard. Obviously, his play, he leads by example. I think Anthony Davis is another guy that stands out for me. I even look at Kevin Durant. I don't see him as a vocal leader, but I think his game and the way he leads his teams by example is one of those guys that can be leaders, but they can be leaders without being extremely vocal.
Now here is Harris. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Kleba kicks to Barea. Three-pointer. The shot, no good. So the Hawks will take it the other way. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That will complete this 4-game homestand. Pass to Lynn. Takes the 13-footer. Got a piece of it. They get it back. And now here's the upcoming schedule for the Dallas Mavericks. On Saturday, they'll be taking on Clint Capella and the Houston Rockets. And then on Monday, they'll defend home court against the Orlando Magic.
And for that game against the Hawks, it's always interesting for top teams to see how they compare to the best in the East. This will be a chance to see just what this group is made of.
And the first one drops. Tyler Dorsey's checked in for Bembry. Second free throw, no good. Mavericks trail by 9. To the paint, here's Barea. And it's Lynn with the rebound.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Inside, Powell with the steal. Here's Finney-Smith, defended by Anderson. High, arcing shot, and he sinks the layup.
Yeah, going to the floater right there. That was pretty.
Dorsey passes to Anderson. Kicks to Dorsey. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. 5 to shoot. Barea pulls it in. And so it's Barea with it. They'll bring it up for Dallas. They've only given up 1 point in the second quarter. That one coming at the line. Here's Dorsey. 11 points for him in that last game against Washington. There's the pass to Len. Lynn against Barea. Lynn finds Len. Picked him clean. Barea surveying the floor. Pass to Harris. Here's Kleba. Now here's Barea. Connects from three-point range. Barea's got 7 points.
And there's where if you get some room, you kind of have to take that shot to keep the defense honest.
And stolen by Harris. Lynn against Barea. Harris. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. This break in the game gives us a chance to look at the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. Number 5, the Hawks.
And they turned all those mistakes into points at the other end. That aggressive style really yielding big dividends.
Shoot 2.
He misses the free throw, and the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Jordan, he's checked in for Maxi Kleba. Barnes comes in for Dwight Powell. Doncic is checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Wesley Matthews subbed in for J.J. Barea. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there.
And really, as solid as he's been at the line, I had already chalked those points up. Goes to show you, though, don't take anything for granted.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, the Mavericks were ecstatic when Dennis Smith Jr. fell to them with the 9th pick of the 2017 draft. For a team in need of athleticism and size at the point guard, it's been a hand-in-glove fit. The 6'3" Smith has a 48-inch vertical, one of the highest ever measured.
A terrific young player, an elite NBA athlete. David, that's for sure. Good stuff, thanks. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Last outing for the Hawks, it was a loss to the Wizards. Here's Dorsey. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Mavericks trail by 7. Right at the free throw line. And there's Barnes. That's good on the assist by Matthews. Matthews has got 3 assists tonight. The Hawks have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Passes it to Dedmon. Outside, Lynn puts up a 3. It's in. That's his 3rd field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
You know, he had a hot start to this game. He's only gotten hotter. We'll see if the defense makes an adjustment.
And for Lynn, missing the season last year, he's just glad to be back. His playmaking and creativity is something that this team needs. As long as he's healthy and playing aggressively, he'll be an effective guard option.
Dorsey, that's good.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
Yeah, you need to refocus now. Momentum is running against you.
And from what I'm seeing, is too many unfavorable matchups out there on the floor.
The Hawks making a switch here. Bazemore is checked in. And Dallas also making a switch. Smith is checked in. And here are the Mavericks now. They trail by 11. To the inside. Jordan with the bucket. Jordan's got 8 points.
Attacking in the painted area. I like this approach.
Oh!
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
If you aren't going to at least step in front of him, you can't be surprised when he throws it down like that.
Young's checked in for Jeremy Lin. The free throw drops for Dedmon. We know analytics is in the NBA to stay. In fact, it's expanding every season. Do players pay as much attention, do you think, to the advanced statistics as the coaches in the front office and the talent evaluators do?
You know, I think players more and more, Kevin, now are looking at these numbers and trying to see where they can get better at in different areas. They use those numbers when it's an advantage for them during contract time. They definitely run right to those analytics and say the reason why they should be paid more. So, but I still think the coaching staff in the front office has a heavily balance on using it more than players.
Using them selectively is what you're saying.
To their advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Mavericks. It's a 13-point game. To the middle. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
You know, DeAndre is very choosy. He usually won't take anything but a high percentage shot in the paint.
And Young kicks it to Bazemore. And the slam dunk by Bazemore.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Well, it was the Dallas Mavericks in their last game, a loss to the Pelicans in New Orleans. Doncic dishes to Barnes. Count that as his fourth basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
And Young kicks it to Bazemore. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Bazemore has dramatically improved at the line since he came into the league. A big plus for his team.
The Hawks shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. The first free throw is good.
Well, you look at the coaching resume of Lloyd Pierce. Was an assistant for a lot of teams in his time. Stops at Memphis and Philadelphia most notably. Finally gets a chance to be the head coach here in Atlanta.
And so Bazemore nails both of them. And with Coach Pierce, the most recent stop was in Philadelphia.
Pierce was a big part of the Sixers' turnaround, was tasked with the defensive duties and had a very successful track record with that. Was empowered by Brett Brown to design the defense, and that has become his calling card as a coach.
Atlanta leading by 11. Young with the ball. 14 points from him the last game against Washington.
And one of the big ways he came through was at the foul line. They couldn't contain him. He was equally effective at scoring baskets as well as getting to the line.
This is what these perimeter plays are designed to produce. Quality looks for spot-on shooters.
Mavericks trailed by 14. Now here is Smith. Matthews passes to Jordan, shoots over Bazemore, and it's Jordan, that time on the assist by Matthews. Matthews has got 5 assists in the game. The Hawks have gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter, up over 50%. Young outside. He kicks it to Bazemore. Shot clock at 6. Back to Young. Now Barnes. 8 points for him. And stolen by Dedmon. Pass to Young. an easy 2 points on the layup. Young's got 22 points.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
And the Mavericks call time here. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Carter, he's checked in for Atlanta.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Smith up top, defended by Young. Smith finds Matthews. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Barnes. Dallas, no good that time either. And so Bazemore will bring it up for Atlanta. 17-point lead, their biggest. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That's foul number 2 for him. So for the Hawks, Alex Len comes in for John Collins. And it's Bembry in for Kent Bazemore. Carter against Barnes. 6 to shoot. Here's Carter. The Mavericks pull it in. Smith kicks to Doncic. Wesley Matthews on the wing. The pass to Doncic. Fires the 3. He can't hit that time. And Atlanta will come the other way. Pass to Young. Herter. He's covered by Matthews. Kicks it to Carter. Over Barnes. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Mavericks trail by 17.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And here is Doncic. He's got 9. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
And how about the balance of Doncic on that possession? Amazing at just absorbing the contact and still with the strength to finish. And looking at Luka Doncic, incredibly mature for his age. Physically, the broad shoulders, weighing in about 230. Mentally, though, advanced understanding of how to play the game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Maxi Kleba, he's checked in for Harrison Barnes. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Wesley Matthews. And Barea subbed in for Smith. You know, Greg, it's amazing that Doncic, at his age, could already have such a complete offensive game.
I mean, a terrific skill set. In Europe, Doncic spent plenty of time as a primary ball handler. Obviously can score in a number of ways, just a versatile threat.
The offensive rebound. Passes it to Bembry. Carter left side. Tries again, and he connects with the jumper. Carter's got 9. Here's Barea. He's got 7. There's 53 seconds left in the second quarter. Pass to Kleba. Now here's Doncic, defended by Carter. Just 5 to shoot. From the stripe. They get it back. Jordan. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but drew contact. He'll head to the line. Alex Len picks one up.
And it's intriguing. Early on, critics questioned DeAndre's commitment to the game, but boy, has he answered them back.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Jeremy Lin, he's checked in for the Hawks. He hits the second from the line.
DeAndre Jordan making his first All-Star game in 2017. He waited a long time. Felt he'd been snubbed a couple times along the way.
The shot by Carter, nobody around. Len, good. And the Hawks lead by 17.
And Kevin, they've dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Here's Barea. He's got 7. "13 feet away. The shot that time not on target."
He was all alone. Looks like he gets a little too relaxed. He has to maintain his focus.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. And more than anything.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Trae Young was the story in the first quarter. He ended up with 22 points, 3 assists, and 1 rebound. Kenny, what was your take on Atlanta?
The thing I've noticed more than anything is how well they spread the floor at the offensive end.
And that's a wrap for our half.
Welcome back to Atlanta as you get a look at the home of the Hawks. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
And I love the game plan in that first half. They really valued each possession.
You know what? It's hard to do. Staying focused and disciplined with your approach.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court right now for the Hawks, the big men are Collins and Dedmon. And it's Young. Then there's Kent Bazemore. Now the pass to Young. A three-pointer off the mark. Mavericks trail by 15. Pulls up. And he overshot that one, missing. It's tipped. Matthews with the steal. Rebound by the Hawks. Young, right side. They double him with Matthews. Bazemore for 3, and the 3 ball is good. Bazemore's got 10 points in the game.
Bazemore can attack the closeout. That gives him a little more space on the catch and shoot.
Smith with it. To the inside. Matthews. It's deflected, and he recovers it. Dallas again missing.
And with that miss, shooting only 20% coming out of the break. Ouch.
Young against Smith. Young dishes to Bazemore. 6 on the shot clock. From deep. They get the rebound. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Hawks have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And Smitty, if you had to boil it down to a single play, In your career, what was your biggest moment?
Kevin, I'm glad you asked that question. I can also get it out there to everybody in the basketball universe. Game 7, Western Conference Final. Shaq fouled me, and they did not call the foul. Shaq fouled me, Kevin. That play still haunts me. I'm still mad.
Really? After all these years?
Yes, and he still lets me know that he didn't foul me, but we got to run the tape. He fouled me.
Right. Pass to Doncic. Back to Smith. Dallas again missing. The Hawks leading by 20. To the middle, here's Collins. Barnes grabs the miss.
Just 1 for 4 since the break. They are looking for better efficiency on the offensive end.
And Matthews gets it to go.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Young against Smith. And Young, here we go. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Doncic. Atlanta with the rebound. Collins has got his 4th rebound in this one. Young in the corner. Good on the triple.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Dallas calls timeout. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
Yeah, they're going to have to find a way to run him off his spots out there. He is rolling.
With the break in the action, we've got a chance now to look at last year's top rebounders. DeAndre Jordan is second.
What a season he had in the paint. I mean, his rebounding numbers really mind-boggling. Who wouldn't love to have a guy like that?
He kicks to Doncic. Dallas moving it around. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Willing to work the ball to his open teammate. Smith Jr., this is what leaders do best.
Young outside, fires from deep. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And he got loose from the three-point range in the first half and showing signs here that he's still got the flow in the second.
And they double up Jordan. Back to Smith. Kicks to Doncic. On the wing, Barnes. Dallas needs to get off a shot, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Well, I'm surprised at the lack of adjustments defensively. Jordan's been killing them all night.
Young passes to Bazemore. Herter, he's covered by Matthews. Back to Bazemore. 4 on the clock. Goes up on the high post. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
A classic 3-and-D guy. Bazemore this time showing his chops from mid-range.
At the elbow, Doncic. Passes it to Barnes. The shot comes out.
Just great at getting after it defensively, forcing guys into tough shots.
Yeah, to be successful, you've got to protect the paint. He rises to that challenge.
And I bet you'll never see too many guys who can put forth an effort on the boards like this one.
He takes pride in how he crashes the glass. No one is getting in his way when he's in that area.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Pass to Bazemore. Collins against Barnes. Now here's Collins. Defense right on him. The pass to Bazemore. But they get it back to the right side. Herter, he's covered by Matthews. Back to Collins. Bazemore for three. It's rebounded by Dallas. Jordan's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Young against Smith. And there's the rebound by Dedmon. Dedmon's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Then for the Mavericks, Dwight Powell comes in for Doncic. And Harris subbed in for Matthews. Mavericks trail by 20.
And Dwayne Dedmon, a player who started his NBA career late, was a rookie at age 24 and then floated around to several teams. But he has gone from being an end-of-the-bench guy to an important rotation player in just the last few seasons.
And Rick Carlisle wants a timeout. And with Dedmon and the teams he's played with, you know, he always has found a way, Greg, to slot in and give you good minutes.
Yeah, what I love about him is he knows who he is as a player and plays to his strengths. Never gives up on a play on either end of the floor. And now he's even added a three-point shot to his arsenal to kind of further expand his versatility.
On defense, the Hawks. Harris finds Jordan. Smith outside. From downtown, drills the three-pointer. Smith's got his third basket of the night right there.
He's obviously hit a bit of a dry spell here, only 1 of 5 this quarter.
Dorsey passes to Len. And the call will be against Harris. That is his first foul of the game. Lynn against Smith. Lets it go from 14. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. 10 points for Lynn. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for Dallas. Trailing by 19. He dishes it to Jordan. Smith against Lynn. Smith surveying the D. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
I tell you what, at only 6'3", Smith has some major hops. Super at leaping up quickly to throw it down.
Smith against Lynn. Over to the wing. Pass to Dorsey. Left side, Anderson. Shoots over Powell. That's tipped. And even 3-on-3 break. Smith against Lynn. Nice shot by Smith.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Outside, Lynn. He kicks it to Lynn. Fires from 18. That shot no good. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Inside, stolen by Anderson. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Lynn, that's a two-pointer. The Hawks again can't hit.
Not sure of the thought process on that one. Really bad shot selection.
Well, you're playing for the team, not just yourself. They needed much better execution that trip down the floor.
Now Dorsey. Six to shoot. Here's Lynn. And it's off the back rim. No good. Mavericks trail by 15. Down low. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. A chance here to take a moment and compare the front court and back court scoring on the night for the Hawks.
And their guards have been the difference makers. This lead wouldn't be nearly as big as it is if it wasn't for that backcourt. Those guys have been running wild.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
And he makes the first. Bembry's checked in for Tyler Dorsey. And then for Dallas. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Barnes. And Barea subbed in for Smith. And Harris drops them both. Now here's Lynn. 10 points for him. Left side Anderson. Barea against Lynn. Just 5 on the clock. And Anderson has it in the corner. Can they get it? Jordan with the rebound. Mavericks trail by 13. Dallas moving it around. Lynn against Barea. That's tipped. Fast break, the Hawks. Lynn's running the 8-footer. In it goes for the 5th time, and 10 shots for him this game.
That took some courage to take on the bigger defender right there, and he got the job done.
And here's Barea. 7 points in the game. On the wing, Harris. He's looking for Jordan and finds him. Over Len. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Atlanta leading by 15. Lynn looking it over. Three-pointer. Connects from three-point range.
And since halftime, they have been locked and loaded from beyond.
Yeah, forcing defenders to come out and guard them, which could open up driving lanes if they want to take advantage of that.
Kleber kicks to Barea. To the paint. And slam dunk by Jordan.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Lynn's shot is off.
Not in rhythm. He had the 2 triples in the first half, none so far in the second.
Ball's knocked loose. And Anderson has it in the corner. Pass to Lynn. Land against Jordan. Out to the right wing. Bembry the pass to Len, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. They get Devin Harris. The Hawks have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
2 shots.
He misses the free throw. Atlanta making a switch here. Carter's checked in. And he's good on the second. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Mavericks. Kicks it to Jordan. Rebound, Atlanta. Len's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Bembry, guarded by Harris. Outside, Lin. Spellman. Off target from three-point range. To the middle. Here's Finney-Smith. Off on the layup.
I love the technique he uses. Leveraging his position down low. Then just using sheer size to snatch the rebound.
And so it's Atlanta. Feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. Back right after this. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
At his position, traditionally, his job is to shoot the basketball. Give him credit for keeping his eyes up and just taking what the defense allows.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court for the Mavericks, we've got Doncic. Matthews out there with J.J. Barea. And it's Kleba in at the 5, roaming the paint. Spellman. Yes! And a nice assist from Lin. And the Hawks lead by 20.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Down low. Here's Finney-Smith, defended by Carter. Here's Doncic. Len grabs the board. Len's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Lin against Barea. It's deflected, and he recovers it. Bembry misses. Mavericks trail by 20. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played. Matthews left side. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Lin finds Len. And Maxi Kleba is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Young outside. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Dedmon. Shoots over Barea. Shot's good by Dedmon.
Way to attack the interior. Dedmon really understands what the team needs from him.
And Matthews kicks to Barea. Here is Matthews. Barea with it. Tipped away. And stolen by Bazemore. Good on the shot.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
Inside, here's Doncic. It's good. Great play set up by Barea. 16 points for Luka Doncic.
And the level of concentration that Doncic has, even under pressure, this guy is cool as a cucumber.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Barea dishes to Doncic. Back to Barea. Well, the NBA has had 3 referee crews for quite a while. Steve, do you think adding a 4th ref would help in any way?
No, I think it'll get a little bit crowded on the floor. I would love to see, I know they won't go back, I love the 2 referee situation. I look at it right now, referee A calls a call, referee B calls a call. It just feels like referee C has to make the next call or get up far as even with the other referees. I would love to see them go back to a 2 referee situation.
Bazemore gets the bucket.
Good decision in the pick and roll. Bazemore has the room to take the shot, calmly knocks it down.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter. And Finney Smith gets it to go. Atlanta leading by 16. Now Young. Bounce pass Bazemore. Down low. Here's Dedmon. Chalk up 2 there.
This is where it's important to have guys looking for opportunities. Terrific lead pass.
Mavericks trail by 18. Now here's Matthews. Back to Barea. Shot clock at 5. The pass to Matthews for 3. Atlanta with the rebound. 22 is their biggest lead. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Kent Bazemore, the former National Defensive Player of the Year in college, has a 7-foot wingspan, which gives him a big advantage.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Bazemore. Steve, do you think the NBA is heading to a place where ideal lineups will have 5 capable playmakers on the floor, like a more of a positionless game?
Yeah, I think so, Kevin. I think right now teams are trying to find a guy that's 6'7", 6'8", that defensively can play, guys that are larger, and then on offensive end, somewhat a la Draymond Green, can run point guard for you. So I think right now that's the size and skill set people are looking forward to.
Wait a minute, you just described yourself.
The only difference was we had guys that were 7'2", 7'3", 350, so I had to play the guard position.
And here is Dedmon. Back to Young. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Young's got 10 points in just the second half.
Yeah, and this is Young at his very best. Once he gets a few to fall, boy, watch out.
Over in the corner, Doncic. Here's Barnes, and another basket for Dallas. And so Young will bring it up for the Hawks. It's an 18-point lead. Dishes it to Bazemore to the left side wing. Herter, he's covered by Matthews. From 13, and it falls over the rim and in. And the Hawks lead by 20. Dallas has gone 2 of 3 in the 4th quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Smith kicks to Powell. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And a quick look at how Atlanta's schedule shaping up. They'll be taking on Paul Millsap and the Denver Nuggets. Then on Wednesday, they'll face off against DeAndre Jordan and the Dallas Mavericks.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
First one falls for him. And so he hits both.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Herter, he's covered by Matthews. Here's the teardrop. He takes it up and lays it in.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Smith, the pass to Barnes. Oh, and the dunk by Barnes.
Barnes taking flight there. Just a breathtaking player to watch with insane leaping ability.
Herter, he's covered by Matthews. And he overshot that one, missing.
Not sure of the thought process on that one. Really bad shot selection.
Well, you're playing for the team, not just yourself. They needed much better execution that trip down the floor.
Here's Doncic. Clock at 6. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bazemore. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for foul. And so it's Dallas with it. 4 on the shot clock. Releases from 15. Matthews, no good.
One could argue that's a good shot, but maybe not the right shooter to take it.
It's taken away by Smith. Now, here's Doncic. He's covered by Bazemore. Smith kicks to Doncic. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And Luka Doncic, not the top pick in the draft this past June, but one of the more exciting names out of this rookie class.
Dallas made a point to trade up and draft him. Doncic not playing in the Summer League as he has had a hefty workload in Europe before the draft. Still came away with Euro MVP honors, and at his age, that is incredible.
2-2.
That free throw good from Doncic.
And possesses such a refined feel for the game that Doncic knows he has what it takes to be a great player in this league.
And the Hawks making a change here. Len's checked in. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. The Hawks leading by 16. Bazemore finds Len. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. From 12 feet out, and he nails the jumper. Bazemore's got 6 here in this quarter.
Just a good solid move by Kent Bazemore, working for high percentage shots around the paint. As solid as he's been, they're still behind. He needs help.
Young against Smith. Young dishes to Bazemore. Now, here is Young. Defense is right there. Good work there as it goes.
Early in this quarter, he's been aggressive and selective with his shots. Tremendous efficiency.
Smith, the pass to Jordan. He kicks to Barnes. That shot, no good. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Bazemore against Barnes. Bazemore misses.
You know what? His finishing ability, not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force.
Smith with it, and Young picks him up defensively. Doncic kicks to Jordan. Up and in. That's his 10th make in the contest. He has only taken 13 shots.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside. It just doesn't matter.
Feeds it to Young. Knocked away. It's stolen by Smith. Here's Matthews. And stolen by Bazemore. It's Young on the wing. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
And that was an easy one there. Just a missed opportunity.
If you give it to him, he'll take that shot every time down the floor. I'm sure he's kicking himself.
Matthews finds Smith. Shot clock at 6. The shot. Atlanta with the rebound. Bazemore's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Back to Young. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And we see it all the time, guys. You get the big lead, maybe check out mentally, but not tonight.
They have this game in hand, but they're still pouring it on.
Barnes passes to Doncic. Well, we've seen the growth of the G League, especially in how much it's been utilized for player development. A lot of guys going up to the NBA level. Steve, how do you think we'll see this evolve over the next 10 years?
I think the G League and this partnership with the NBA and teams has been fantastic. It's kind of similar to baseball right now in the minor leagues, and the teams have done a great job of having the flexibility to bring guys up and down. I love it for a lot of these young guys to get a chance to develop and also be a part of, I would say, the big team.
Excellent point. And the Mavericks making a change here. Dwight Powell's checked in for Harrison Barnes. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Doncic. Harris is checked in for Wesley Matthews. And Barea subbed in for Dennis Smith. Lynn with it.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Hawks.
And the big difference here was accuracy from three-point range.
And once they started sinking shots, it really stretched out the D and created other opportunities. And anytime they got space, they seemed to just knock down another triple.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And in a 3-game season series, they take the first 2, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Trae Young.
You know, coming into tonight, hard to say if his intention was to take over the way he did, but as the game evolved, it became clear that he was an alpha dog on the offensive end.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Harris outside. High quality look, and he sinks it.
And you got to like that they are competing all the way through. Try and maybe build some momentum going into the next one.
Because the execution was not there tonight. That's something they can use this time to work on.
Now Lynn. And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every